Hey everybody, welcome back to Royalty Soap. For those who have been around a long time, you may notice that I have actually created this soap before. However, I had to take that video down because one of the words that I used in the name is actually a derogatory term for the Roma people. I had absolutely no idea. I'm a big fan of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Esmeralda, the character, was kind of who I based the soap off of, and in the book they call her a certain name, and I've heard that name on TV shows, and it's like in lots of people's Instagram usernames and stuff, so I had absolutely no idea that that was offensive to some people, so big apologies to anyone that I offended. I definitely didn't know. I went ahead and took that video down, and we are renaming the soap Boho Dreams. It's pretty much a mishmash of a whole bunch of different stuff. I have lots of different like embeds from soap scraps and other things that I had on soaps like from months ago. Then maybe I like overmade a few, and so I just throw them all in a bucket, and then in like 4 or 5 months, I just whip it all together into a soap that is like all whimsical and fantastical. And the embeds on top are also just a whole bunch of different ones from all the different soaps I've made over the past 6 months. So it's very much like a patchwork quilt sort of soap going on here. So without further ado, let's get soap making. I decided to add a little bit of organic coconut milk powder to this soap. I find that coconut milk and coconut milk powder make some really amazing bubbles when added to my batch. So I'm gonna blend that in with the stick blender. Took the time to mix up the titanium dioxide in with the lye water solution. Now I'm going to pour the titanium dioxide and lye water into our oils. We're going to scrapey our lye container and then blend on high until light trace. Now that our soap is good and blended, I'm going to pour off some of the batch for an accent color. And the accent color is going to be some blue that I got from fizzfairy.ca. I'm going to go ahead and blend that color in. Look how gorgeous, and a little goes a long way with that stuff. The next thing we're going to do is add our fragrance oil blend. Now I would tell you what was in this fragrance oil blend, except for I literally blended like, I'm not even joking, more than 10 different fragrances. I had a lot sitting around. I decided that it was just time to just make one of these hodgepodge batches. So I picked a bunch of fragrances that I felt complemented each other. I know there's some garden mint in here from Wholesale Supplies Plus. There's some blooming tulips in here from Wholesale Supplies Plus. There's a few of the modern floral fragrances from Brambleberry. And I added a little sweetness by putting in a Viva La Juicy duplication from Wholesale Supplies Plus as well. So it's really just a gorgeous combination. The fragrance oil is good and incorporated, so it is time to add all of the miscellaneous scrap and embeds that I have been collecting over the past few months. And I'm going to incorporate this by hand. This is the last batch of this soap that I'm going to be creating, so I went ahead and just added the whole rest of that gallon-sized freezer bag. It was completely full when I started. And now that everything's nice and incorporated, we're gonna take this blue color and I'm gonna pour it in the very back. All of it, just like that. I'm gonna scrapey out my container to make sure that all of the blue has been blended in with the white. And now, my friends, we pour. I've decided to pour from a new and fun angle today. And this batch is really runny and it's very, very ploppy, so I have to be careful. All those embeds really make a mess. Oh my gosh, I've drip stuff everywhere. Come over to this side. I'm pretty darn sure that this is gonna look kind of like confetti cake by the time it's all said and done. Just gonna get the last little bits on here. I may wait for it to set up just a little bit more. That way I don't spill anything. Y'all like my jar of Crisco over here? This is what I use to stick down the sides of the silicone liner so it doesn't flop everywhere while I'm trying to pour. Oh my gosh. Soap everywhere. No, no, no. We cannot have this. And this side. No, it's in the crack. Why? It's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. I'm scraping the very, very last bit of the soap into the molds. These are gonna be some pretty big bars. All of the soap is in the mold, so I'm gonna wait probably 10 to 15 minutes for it to harden up. Then I will mix up my soap frosting and we will pipe the loaf. For today's piping, I'm going to be doing a beautiful royal blue frosting. And I'm testing out this silicone piping bag that randomly showed up at my door. There was no note or anything. I just opened up the Amazon box and this piping bag was in it. So thank you to the magical fairy who sent that to me. I'm gonna put 3 little dollops across, and if you like the piping bag that I'm using today or the tip I am using today, I will have links to both of them down in the description box below. You've probably never seen piping so pigmented. Well, there's a few different tricks for getting a blue this vivid, but my favorite one is to use an ultramarine blue because that's the truest blue to me. But also I like to mix that with brilliant blue mica from Nurture Soap. I think the blend of those two, it just can't be beat. I have a lot of amazing stuff in the works right now, you guys. Most of them will be finished within the month, so I can tell you guys about them. Okay, so the first layer is done. Now I'm moving on to the second layer, and I'm just gonna put 2 pretty little dollops on top. And speaking of mail, I just got an ASOS order in today, and it has the cutest flats. They're little like cactus and succulent embroidered black flats, and I'm really in love with them. And I also got some overalls. I have been wanting overalls forever, but I'm very particular about them. Like, I didn't want skinny jean overalls. I wanted like carpenter pants, 90s overalls, and I finally found some. No, go back, little piping. No. No, come back. Oh man. I'm gonna put this over here. By the time this video goes live, I think everybody should be back from their spring break. So comment down below and tell me what you guys did. I remember the days of spring break whenever I was in high school. We would go to my grandparents' house in Houston quite often, but occasionally my mom would let us stay home and we would just chill out, have a lot of friends over and such. So yeah, I would love to know, did you guys go on any trip? I never went on any like huge trip, just road trips for my personal spring break, but I see that people go to like New York and even go over to Europe from America and stuff. I did not even know that that was a thing. As previously stated, this soap is a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of different stuff, and that includes the embeds. So here's a lot of different embeds that I had from other creations and just some that I had for testers, like this little diamond I'm putting in here. I was testing out some glitters there. They've come from, like I said, all different spots. So I'm going to put at least one on each one. Look at this heart. Isn't that cute? Look at the glitter. This rose we'll put on right here. Some soaps will have 1 embed. Some soaps may have 2, or maybe one that's been split in half between them, but all soaps will have at least 1. And that's what I really love about this soap, is that it's so random. Like, you never know what you're gonna get, which bar you're gonna get, which embeds it's gonna have on the outside and on the inside. It's really fun. It's like a mystery box, really. I'm gonna put little berries on here. I put that on my high top Berry Delicious soaps. Okay, so let's add in a few little random ones here. And the little chocolate balls on top there, those are from the Chocolate Decadence soap. Put a tiny berry right here. Oh, it's so fun. Also, look at this like crystal gem. I was like trying to decide how I was going to do the Amethyst Geode soap, and that was one of the testers for that. Gonna put some of these scrolls in here. These are from, I'm pretty sure these are from the Sugar Plum Fairy soap that we made in December. Ah, yes, a lime. That is a really old embed. That's from like, I don't know, probably a coconut lime verbena soap. This one right here reminds me of the Florida Gators colors. And every time I make soaps like this, I get so hungry because all the embeds look edible, like the chocolate ones here and the little berries. And so, well, I mean, it's close for dinner time for me over here anyway, so that's probably another reason. And these little red ones, they look like maraschino cherries. Let's put a little star on this. So cute. Now that the embeds are in, it is time to bling it up. I have mixed up some Super Sparkles mica from Nurture Soap with a little bit of olive oil. So we're gonna sprinkle this in between the bars like so. It's really thick. So it's gonna take longer for me to put on, but it's all worth it because then it doesn't move as much. Like this, all the way down. I think I'm gonna have to squeeze from the top because it's so thick that it's getting stuck. Come on, little sparkles, you can do it. Good enough, moving on. Now I have some 24 karat gold mica from TKB Trading. I'm gonna do something very similar to what I just did before, except for this time I'm gonna try to get in all the spots that I didn't get with the Super Sparkles. It's okay if they overlap a little bit. It'll still look really pretty. I'm just trying to get a good majority of the soap. Gotta change it up, you know. Beautimus. Let's move on to the next one. Yes, okay, last one. This is some glitter from the fizzfairy.ca mixed with a teeny tiny bit of mica from Nurture Soap. I'm using the same pipette for all of these colors because honestly it really doesn't matter. They're all gonna get kind of mixed up anyway. I'm just gonna put this on the top near the embed. Oh, you thought I was done? I haven't done glitter yet, girl. We cannot forget the glitter. Today I'm going to be using some eco glitter. This is Mermaid Kisses from Fizz Fairy. You guys, look at this. Gonna take my little scoop here and put it all down the sides and on this side as well. I mean, this soap, it is so extra. Come do it on the other side. Yes. I'm gonna put a sprinkling on top of some biodegradable and holographic glitter. We're going to spritz the top with rubbing alcohol to seal in all the embeds and the mica drizzle. And now we are done. I cannot even. My little bohemian heart rejoices. I'm just so delighted with the glitter on top. It just couldn't be better. I'm gonna let these soaps sit for about 18 to 24 hours and then we will cut them all up and take a peek at the inside. We are back 48 hours later and we're gonna cut up the Boho Dream soap. So I'm going to press down gently because there are some embeds on the inside. We wanna make sure everything gets cut properly. Let's take out this one here from the middle. And this is what the soap looks like on the inside. So we've got all the little pieces and bits that got mixed in. Pretty apparent there. And then we have that nice blue top and all of the fun glitter and embeds on top. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I was right. It kind of looks a little bit like confetti cake on the inside. I think the top fragrance note in here is definitely a floral, but it is definitely followed by a citrus, like really close second. So it's a really good one. Really good job with the random mixing there. And that glitter, it couldn't be any better. I am doing the question of the day today. If you had the choice, would you rather be best friends with a talking unicorn or a mermaid? These are life's important questions that I ponder late at night. I think I would pick mermaid because then she could show me like all the treasure of the sea and stuff. Maybe help me navigate the ocean because you guys know that I'm always like terrified of sharks. If you would like to vote on today's question of the day, you can click the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen. A little question bubble should pop out right about now. I know there is a huge fan base for both unicorns and mermaids, so I can't wait to see what you guys say. Aw, look at the star. It's so cute. I also wanted to tell you guys that this is even more fun because with the Boho Dream soap, there's some with light blue, but I also created some with dark blue. And some of the ones with dark blue have a heart embed in them, so it's a big mystery box. You don't know which one you're gonna get. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hey, click that little notification bell so that you get alerted by the soap fairy every time I upload a new video. If you would like to purchase one of the Boho Dreams bars, it will be available at royaltysoaps.com on April 4th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you're new to the channel, just so you know, my soaps sell out pretty fast, so I definitely recommend that you set an alarm on your phone. And until next week, I hope you all have an absolutely royal day, and bye for now. Meow!